Honorable Justice Hari Shankar, MS Gabriel Mosler, Ms. Hitashi Trivedi, all the distinguished guests, all those who've participated in this intellectual property talent search exam. This is the 6th such venture, so I really want to compliment the organizers for this very unique initiative to promote intellectual property rights in this country and to have a conclave of this nature and to have regular talent exams so that people are made aware of IP rights in this country. I think it's very critical if India is to grow at high rates of 9 to 10% over a long period of time, the next 3 decades, if we have to become a $35 trillion economy by 2047, and if we have to lift vast segments of people above our poverty line, then innovation is very critical. No country has been able to grow without innovation, whether you look at Korea, which grew at 10% for about 2.5 decades, or whether you look at China, which has grown for 3 decades. Innovation has been a very key component in all this. And constantly being able to get IP rights in a country is really demonstrates a country's ability to push for innovation. And therefore, the government has taken a series of measures. Earlier, it used to take a very long time. It used to take 6.5, 7 years to get your IP registered in this country. We've brought it down to the same level as USA and Japan now. And this has been possible because we've taken a lot of technical examiners in this country. We are now again this process had slowed down. Now we have again done a vast amount of recruitment to ensure that the patent office is constantly updated, constantly modernized in terms of technology, and is kept abreast of all the best practices that are happening across the world. That has been the endeavor of the government. We've also done a vast range of things, one of which is that we've driven the startup movement in India. When we started the startup movement in 2016, there were just about 156 startups in India. Now there are about 110,000 startups. We have over about 120 unicorns in this country. Thirdly, there's been a huge process of innovation in this country by the fact that we've given a digital identity to everyone. We've seen that everybody has a bank account. We do 46% more mobile fast payments as compared, 46% of the real-time payments in the world are happening in India. But what has happened as a consequence of this is that a lot of startups have done innovation because of the tech infrastructure that has been built up in this country. So you are seeing a number of startups like MobiQuick, Pine Labs, etc., all doing cashless, paperless credit. Then you've seen a new set of startups who have taken stock market into rural areas, tier 2, tier 3 cities. So Zerodha, Grow, Upstock have all taken innovation into these areas and brought people from tier 2, tier 3 cities to be active participants in wealth creation. And then you have another set of startups like Digit and Acco who've providing insurance on the go, on your mobile. And when I was a young officer, it used to take 6 months to get an insurance policy from LIC. They gave insurance on the go in 30 seconds flat. So what India has seen is a lot of technological innovation in recent times. And now we are linking up artificial intelligence and ChatGPT to digital public infrastructure. And digital public infrastructure which India has built is all open source it's open API, it's open standards, and it's interoperable. But on top of that, when you link up AI and chat GPT, as we've demonstrated in Bhashni, and this Jugalbandi app demonstrates that even in rural areas, India has 22 official languages, over 1700 dialects. Anybody can speak on voice in his local dialects, can get access to any government scheme, will get access in voice to all the government forms, and can apply for any government scheme in his local language, and is able to get the benefit of government schemes through Bhashni using AI and chat GPT on top of the digital public infrastructure. So that is the kind of innovation that is happening now, and you will see a huge amount of innovation in the coming years, because the country has driven a lot of disruption through the Startup India movement and through the use of technology. Now, much was talked about AI. To my mind, the march of AI will be inevitable. It's a very foundational technology, and therefore it needs to be used for the good of humankind. It needs to be used for the good of sustainable development goals. How we are able to use AI to improve learning outcomes, how we are able to use health outcomes, how we are able to use nutritional standards in India, so that the AI as a technology is able to benefit the citizens of India, rather than using AI for defense and many other sectors. There are challenges on algorithms, there are challenges on ethics, there are many other challenges of AIs which will spring up, what India has demonstrated in DPI is that we've kept everything open source and open API. And to my mind, the basic assumptions and the open source nature of DPI has led to a huge amount of progress in India. It has enabled much more innovation to take place, because it has been interoperable. And I think the same model and the same principles need to be carried forward in artificial intelligence in the future, so that we make it open source and enable much more innovation to take place using the power of AI. India can greatly leapfrog, because India has vast amount of data. Every Indian throws up huge amount of data. We have anonymized the capacity to be able to do anonymized data. India also has great computing power now, which is essential for the use of AI. And Indian software engineers have the great ability to build algorithms. So in all these many areas, I think a huge amount of disruption is taking place. We are now getting into a range of sunrise areas of growth, like electric vehicles, advanced chemistry cell battery, semiconductor, green hydrogen. All these are sunrise areas of growth which are very critical for the country to grow and expand in. So I think the next 3 decades will be the decade of innovation. I am a great believer that without innovation it will not be possible for India to grow, and therefore we have progressive and forward-looking judges like Justice Hari Shankar, who will assist in spreading the cause of innovation, spreading the cause of intellectual property rights, because the country needs to grow on the basis of foreign investments and FDIs as well. And for them, IP rights are very critical. I would like to again congratulate the organizers for doing this IP talent search exam, and for doing this, doing several conclaves of IP. This is a very unique initiative, and to spread the message of IP and to create new talent in India. So my congratulations to all of you, and I wish you all the best and all success. Thank you.